Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Brenneman and I'm here to do a special populations presentation PowerPoint. The selected population and special considerations for that population. The U.S. veteran population, though decreasing in size, is becoming increasingly diverse. In 2023, approximately 15.8 million Americans identified as veterans, representing 6.1% of the adult population. The largest group of living veterans served during the Gulf Wars, first and second, followed by the Vietnam era. However, the veteran population is aging, with almost half being 65 or older in 2023. Female veterans are a growing segment of the population, representing 10.9% of veterans in 2023, up from 7.2% in 2010. The majority of veterans identify as white, followed by Black or African American, and then Hispanic or Latino. The process of transitioning from military to civilian life can be isolating. Many veterans will find it difficult to relate to people who don't know or understand their experiences, and that can include friends and family members. Building new social networks and finding a sense of belonging outside of the military can be difficult, as can be parting ways with friends made in the military. Speaker notes. Approximately 15.8 million Americans identified as veterans, representing 6.1% of the adult population. The majority of living veterans served during the Gulf Wars, first and second. Almost half of all veterans are 65 and older. Female veterans are a growing segment, making up 10.9% of the total veteran population. While the majority of veterans identify as white, the population is becoming more diverse, with significant representation from the Black or African American and Hispanic and Latino communities. Resources that are currently available to serve the veteran population. VA programs connect homeless and at-risk veterans with housing solutions, including temporary housing and rental benefits, through initiatives like the HUD-VASH program and supportive services for veterans' families. The National Call Center for Homeless Veterans offers immediate assistance at 877-48-VET. The VA's Readiness and Employment (VRE) program assists veterans with service-connected disabilities in preparing for, finding, and keeping suitable jobs. Various resources, including the post-9/11 GI Bill, Montgomery GI Bill, and the help veterans and their families pay for education and training programs. Career counseling, job search assistance, and skills assessment are available at American Job Centers and through programs like the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program. Speaker notes. The HUD-VASH program combines HUD's Housing Choice Voucher program with VA case management and clinical services to help homeless veterans find and maintain permanent housing. SSVF provides a range of supportive services, including case management, to prevent veterans from becoming homeless or to rapidly rehouse those who have already become homeless. This 24/7 hotline provides immediate assistance, including crisis intervention and referrals to VA and community resources for veterans experiencing or at risk of homelessness. VA offers a continuum of care, including outreach, prevention, and residential service to address the diverse needs of homeless veterans. The types of services I would like to be available that are not currently. While the VA provides many valuable services, there are still gaps in support, particularly in areas like mental health, financial assistance for long-term care, and specialized support for veterans with unique needs. Veterans would benefit from expanded access to mental health services, especially for conditions like PTSD and TBI, including more accessible and specialized therapy options. Furthermore, more robust financial assistance programs for long-term care, including in-home support and assisted living, would be significant improvement. Finally, targeted programs addressing the specific needs of veterans with unique service histories or disabilities, such as those with severe TBI or those who have served in specific combat zones, are also needed. Also, mental health services. It would expand the availability of mental health services, including therapy and medication management, to reach more veterans, especially in rural areas. Specialized programs. Develop more specialized programs for veterans with PTSD, TBI, and other services, including alternative therapies like equine therapy or art therapy. Early intervention. Implement proactive mental health screening and early intervention programs to identify and address mental health issues before they escalate. Financial assistance for long-term care. Expanded coverage. Increase financial support for long-term care services, including in-home care, assisted living, and nursing home care, particularly for veterans with service-connected disabilities. Respite care. Provide more robust respite care for caregivers of disabled veterans, allowing them to take breaks and maintain their own well-being. Financial literacy programs. Offer financial literacy programs to help veterans understand and manage their benefits and plan for long-term future needs. Other areas of improvement. Expanded housing options. Increase the availability of affordable and accessible housing options for veterans, including supportive housing programs, educational and career support. Improve educational and career support services, including vocational training and job placing assistance. Community integration. Foster community integration programs to help veterans connect with their communities and build social support networks. Research and development. Invest in research and development of new and innovative treatments for service-related injuries and illnesses. Speaker notes. While the VA offers significant support, veterans face unmet needs in mental health, long-term care, and specialized services. Expanded mental health care, especially for PTSD and TBI, is crucial, alongside more robust financial assistance for long-term care. Targeted programs are also needed for veterans with unique needs resulting from their service. Explain the changes you predict will occur in the treatment and care of your selected population in the next decade. Provide a rationale for your predictions. In the next decade, the VA healthcare system will likely see increased demand for specialized care, especially for mental health and geriatric services, driven by an aging veteran population and ongoing effects of the PACT Act. The VA will also increase its reliance on technology, including telehealth and AI, to improve access and efficiency, while continuing to navigate the complexities of balancing VA and private sector care options. Over 9 million veterans are enrolled in VA healthcare and receive care at hundreds of VA hospitals and thousands of outpatient clinics across the country. This has put pressure on the VA, sometimes leading to longer wait times for appointments. Congress expanded the use of the private sector with two significant bills in 2014 and 2018 to relieve the pressure on the VA, but also with the intention to provide veterans with more control over where they receive care. As a result, nearly a quarter of VA health care is now provided in the private sector and paid for by the VA. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something.